Another Darby Maggard milestone. There's a big old list somewhere that, wow, congrats, Darbs, that's awesome.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to offer, it's hard anytime you lose a game in postseason, and Coach Rosamond in Tennessee Tech had an incredible season. They competed at a really high level today. They pushed us, they challenged us, they helped us get better as coaches and players this season. And they're just a really talented young group that's going to be back and really good next year. And I just have nothing but respect for Coach Rosamond and how she runs her program and how she has built a program. And that was a really, really hard-fought, tough team to play against today. And just start with, all the credit in the world to Tennessee Tech. They really brought it. Really the reason why any of us win this time of year is the players, and the players sitting next to me and the players in our locker room did an incredible job of not necessarily listening to the coach, but playing basketball and competing and being tough and being relentless with their effort. And I thought that this group just did a great job of just finding a way to make plays. They made some big shots. We got some great stops defensively when we needed them. And we got to smooth out the ending of the game. I thought there was a little bit of a rocky stretch there at the end, but really proud of our effort and the toughness of this group, and can't say enough about the 3 young ladies sitting next to me and then the other 11 in the locker room.
In the first half, it was tight, started to pull away a little bit. Second half, really started to pull away, play your game. What were some of the keys for you guys to kind of pull away in that second half?
One of the things that coaches said all year is that we have to continue throughout a game to play our pace and our tempo. And I think that we did a good job in the first half. Tech is a really good basketball team, and they pushed right back. And but where I think that this team is really good is we can sustain that effort and energy and our pace for an entire game. And so we just had to stay focused and stay locked into what we were supposed to do. And I felt like we did that, and I think that's where the gap in the score kind of started to go in our favor.
Does that give you all confidence moving forward, whatever style of play that the other team's going to put at you, that eventually you're going to outlast and be able to be confident? Because you even look at the first game, even at the free throw. I mean, how confident do you feel like whatever style of play you guys need to do, you're going to come out victorious?
We talk a lot about focusing on ourselves and doing what we need to do to win games and not necessarily what the other team's doing. And I think that we do a good job of coming together and staying focused on playing our pace and our style of basketball, and then just defending and rebounding and, just staying together throughout the whole entire 40 minutes.
I know defense, toughness were some things you were looking at. Limited them to a lot of one possession, long rebounds kind of deal, got yourself back in the offensive ends. How much do you pride on defensive end? Everybody knows about the offensive numbers, but I know that's one thing you'll take a lot of pride in. Especially in the second half of the OVC play, you really seemed to find another gear on that side of the ball.
Coach, I'm going to apologize in advance. My voice is gone. But Coach always tells us that in the end, it's going to be defense and D last. And just every day, we got to keep getting better at it. And like Mara said, it's like doing what we do, but every day just get a little bit better at it and just keep working and pushing on it. So.
Coach Brooks, how did you try to adjust the game plan when Ellie picked up her second foul in the first half and started to struggle overall throughout the game?
Yeah, I think when she picked up her second foul, I think I subbed, and then whoever went in the game played great. And I kept doing that, and whoever went in the game played great. And, it wasn't a huge change in my mind about what we were going to do, how we were going to attack them. It was just we're playing the next guy, and the next guy is going to execute and play. And everyone on our bench is more than capable of stepping onto that floor and making impact for us. Conley Chin had an incredibly productive night on both ends of the floor, and her minutes probably went up. Maddie Wright, sitting down at the other end without the voice, she had a big-time game for us, and that's Maddie Wright. Maddie Wright played like Maddie Wright tonight, and I can't say enough about her effort, her toughness. She's running around, can't breathe, can't talk, but she played a little basketball tonight. And that's our team, in that we don't rely on one player. Ellie has been unbelievably productive for us, and all the credit in the world to Ellie Harmeyer. She had a tough night, and she stayed with this team. She wasn't about herself. It wasn't about her scoring, her minutes. She was about this team winning a basketball game, and she was a great teammate on the bench, and that's why we're good. That's really, in a nutshell, why this team is a special group.
Coach, can you talk about a little bit about how you defended Brock and Brady? They relied so much on their three. I thought you did a great job tonight against them.
Yeah, those are two really hard players to guard. You can guard them perfectly, and they could still score on you. And I thought we did that a couple times, and they still made tough shots. They're really talented players. We had, I think, a pretty solid game plan about how to guard them, and that's great on paper. But the human beings who have the competitiveness and the toughness to execute that game plan, they won the day for us. And Jamelyn Kinney, you look at the box score. She didn't have a big numbers game, but Brock didn't go anywhere on that floor without Jamelyn Kinney attached to her hip, and I think she just made her work so hard for every look she got. And Mara Minsterman, who's got the bloodied elbow, and I don't know how that happened. How many rebounds did you get, Mara? Yeah, exactly. But she did a great job on Brock. And I thought it wasn't ever one of our guys guarding one of their guys. It was five of our guys guarding that basketball, and that really is what our defense is based on. And I think these guys executed it beautifully.
And then even when they tried to count against Coleman, you were there, you controlled it.
Yeah, and that again is credit to Maddie Wright, Ellie Harmeyer, Conley Chin. Those guys did a great job of making their touches a little bit off the block. I mean, if she catches it deep, she's probably going to score. So I thought Maddie Wright did a great job of keeping her catches to 8 to 10 feet instead of 3 to 4 feet, and that's a big difference.
Y'all playing on Saturday, know everything going into the accolade and stuff, but this group is in another championship, another chance for the championship here. How much are you taking today's game as a victory and enjoying that? We're getting ready for tomorrow. Are y'all ready?
I'm already nervous for tomorrow. No, we're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna go eat some food. We're gonna go watch this game. It's two really good programs. Morehead State's had an incredible year. They're talented. They're well coached. Tennessee Martin, same thing. We just took a beating from them last week. So both teams are really talented, really good coaches, and we'll be ready to play. I know that.